What is your movie like then? So you mentioned that. So you've thought about having a movie of you.
Oh, it would probably be a lot of binge drinking scenes, more probably a lot of shot montages. I would think
And who's playing you?
probably Miley Cyrus.
Are you serious? Are you serious?
Nah, let me stop. White stone to see a classic movie to be, but too young were we for Bruce.
Podcast and stuff. We just started. Boom. Your face shows all types of level of discomfort. wait.
Yeah, a little bit. But it'll work itself out. I'll try anything. You know, I'll give it a good 3 goes.
3? Oh shit, we doing 2 more of these? I didn't even know that.
Oh, I just anything in life, I'll give it a few goes because first time's just like testing the water. Second time, gives you a chance to know whether you like it or not for sure. And third time's like, okay, you know what?
Is that why we don't hang out no more?
Solid chances.
We had like 3 times already, and you're like, all right, fuck this, it's over. It's like, wait. Yeah, like,
damn,
we tried 3 times and like, yeah,
that was it.
It's over.
Yeah, damn, you
the
caught
dream's
on to,
over.
Caught
the dream's
on to
over.
my pattern.
All it took was like 1 minute, and I already know your formula. And I'm like, all right, we can stop this now. We can stop. But this is gonna be interesting. I thought, or it might be really awkward. I think for you, it's probably gonna be super awkward. But I mean,
I like to make things awkward, so probably.
Cool, because it is gonna be awkward. Because I feel like this is probably the first one where I don't know. Probably don't know the person. Like everybody else, I have like some type of relationship with them, even if it's just on the artist level. But you're like brand new, like literally just like, I don't remember if it's July or August. So this should be weird, or not weird.
We'll see.
So I already mentioned it, but I'm gonna criticize you. Like, how come you haven't seen Rogue One yet? You got Star Wars on your pants. You got Star Wars all over this house.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is it because it's not one of the real ones? Is it because it's an in-between movie? You're like, this is fraudulent. This is Fox Star Wars.
It just didn't make it to the top of the priority list. It'll get there.
Do you hate Jen Erso?
Who?
Look at that. The main girl. I don't remember her actress name.
See, I thought it was a different person in the second one.
Well, Jen Erso. I'm talking about Rogue One. Rogue One. The main lady, girl, person, rebel is Jen Erso. Do you hate her?
No.
All right.
Totally not.
Why won't you watch this movie? Like, what do I have to do to get you to watch this
I tried
movie?
watching it once and I fell asleep because it was just way too late. I did try. I just haven't tried again.
But it's so good. Like, I feel like you are one of the people who I feel like still has love for Force Awakens. I lost it. I don't know, man. Like, why?
I will. I just haven't.
Did you hear the other
I'm
sad?
a late bloomer. This happens sometimes.
Did you hear the other sad news? Star Wars Episode 9 fired their director and unfortunately hired J.J. Abrams back.
I like J.J.
Oh, fuck J.J. Abrams.
Oh,
My homie in NorCal calls it the J.J. sauce. And the J.J. sauce is when you just sprinkle a little bit of nostalgia. And by a little bit, a lot. You know,
I love nostalgia. I mean, like, if you like look at this house, it's like nothing but like
that's
old
different.
Stuff and...
You don't make Star Wars 7 and then it just turns out to be Star Wars 4 again, but with slightly different people.
Oh.
Yeah, now you know what JJ Sauce is. Yeah. See, so I'm afraid of Episode 9. Might get just Return of the Jedi-itis all over.
Yeah, I don't know.
So that's why I'm not happy about him. I mean, like, I love them for Star Trek, but I'm also not as connected to Star Trek.
Yeah.
So I think with a lot of stuff, even with the comic stuff, like, a lot of the movies are probably better if you don't know source material, but the more source material, the more angrier you'll probably be. Does that make sense?
For sure. Like, I saw Star Trek and I was like, oh, I liked it. But it's like, I don't know anything other than Spock. And
Yeah. So you get no reason to be angry. You're just You probably the only thing there is like it looks like a J.J. Abrams movie. There's still lens flare all over the place for some reason. I don't know if you know what that is. You know what that is?
Just those little circles.
Yeah, for no reason, just everywhere.
Just to give it like a more realistic.
JJ was
look.
here. It's like graffiti. It's just like marking his territory. JJ was here. Star Trek to your face. It's over.
I don't know. I don't really think it's not like there's something wrong with having like a certain style. I feel like that's just a style. Like
It is just a style, but it's fucking hilarious. I mean, look, let's not get it twisted. The man's successful. I'm jealous, but I mean, I'm just saying, like, come
I'm
on,
just
man.
not a hater on anything.
Oh, that's all I can do. It's all playful hate. If I'm hating, it's because I love it. It's because I love it. That's why I'm criticizing the shit out of you. Watch fucking Rogue One, damn it. But it's hate out of love. So
Yeah, I could see that. I just try to train my brain to not talk so much shit.
Oh,
Because I talk a lot of shit, so I have to, compensate in some form or fashion.
No, it might be the New Yorker. So I had no choice. Shit talking was normal.
Yeah.
And then when I got here, it was like, oh, this isn't normal. So I had to learn the normal. But now when I slip into my normal, which is shit talking, I'm like, well, now I'm a weirdo. People look at me funny, like you're a hater, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, dude, that's just me saying I love it. But you just hear fuck you, but fuck you is love, So,
I can get behind that. I definitely talk a lot more shit to, like, people that I'm closer with, for sure.
Well, now I give my shit to the world, as you can see. Now it's like, fuck the world. I make. But see, that means I love the world. So
Yeah. It's all right. The world's all right.
The world's all right?
It's all right.
What would make the world not all right? Like better, not worse. I mean, what would make the world...
Better?
Yeah, like, what would make you say the world is whatever you use as a definition for better than all right?
I guess and the whole cliche thing of if money didn't run things so much, and it wasn't just all, just plow down more forests, pop up more houses.
You hate capitalism. Is that what I'm getting at?
I guess so.
I'm
not very good with my terminology, so I can't really.
I don't know if that's exactly, but just
I
money
think it
is usually
is.
associated with capitalism.
Yeah.
Not necessarily killing trees, but it's associated.
Well, not just the trees, but just like I'm just using that as a generalization. It just sucks. I wish hippies ran the world, but it's not.
You wish hippies ran. Do you wish Austin was the world? Because that
No.
city is so.
I think Austin super sucks.
You think Austin super sucks?
No, I don't. I lied. Like, Austin's weird, and I do that, little quotey things. So.
Only one hand, so it's only like semi. Oh shit.
Yeah, there's the other one. Maximum effort. So, Austin's weird, and San Antonio's lame.
God damn.
But
That's
that's just like how it is. Like,
okay.
That's how
Perception. These aren't Danny's thoughts.
No. It's just
Okay.
like.
So you start talking about
Goose is on
San
the
Antonio.
loose.
That's gonna sound great on the podcast.
I know, just this honking goose.
I mean, that's a Darth Vader impression. No?
Dog does a terrible Darth Vader impression. I tell her to give up, but she keeps trying.
You know why? Because she has love, unlike you, who won't watch Rogue One. He's in that damn movie. Come on, man, show up.
All right, no more Darth Vader impressions, Coco.
At least for 5 minutes.
Dang, I lost my train of thought.
You were talking about San Antonio lame, the generalization of Austin being
I don't
weird.
want it to be another Austin. I don't want us to be another Austin. We're like this close to becoming another Austin, and I like Austin, but I don't want to live in Austin.
I feel like, because I used to be a huge part of the music scene, so I think the music scene has always tried to create very poor imitations of that. I can't speak for the city, if the city can ever. They're just so different. Like, I don't know if the city can be Austin. However, I guess we've removed music, we are becoming this little baby tech hub. Like, I don't know if you noticed any of that. Like, we're geekdom. My friend works at a startup company now. So, like, we're starting to go in that route. Like, I do think this city is going to become quite bigger than it is already. I don't know if that music scene will ever catch up like to what Austin is, but
Yeah.
on a major level it will. But on a level where I'm at right now, I don't know if we'll ever get there. But yeah, you hate the stereotypes. Or you-
I don't. Stereotypes are usually right. They're usually there for a reason. Unfortunately, I know I have to fit more than one stereotype, and that's fine.
What are your
It's whatever.
stereotypes?
I don't know.
Um,
I know I'm just saying, like, I know I have to
let
fit
me
something.
make some up just based on like little bits I know. Goth girl maybe.
I do like a lot of black, but
I mean, like, so because now I hung out with you a few times, so now I've seen you in other lights. Plus, you're in that like you're in a mode where you want to change too, so you're doing some different stuff. But I mean, like, seeing you
But
in
I
the
love
shop all
black.
those times, yeah, it was just like I was always coming on the wrong day, but man, it was like black all the time.
I wear black. Like, I mean, I'm wearing a lot of black right now. I love black.
It's not wrong. That's my main thing
I
too.
love everything black.
That's my main. I usually have these logos on it though, but I mean, other than that, like, I'm the same way. But yo, let me ask the normal first question. What is or who is Dani? Who am I with? Like, who am I with right now? like,
I don't know. I'm always evolving. It's who knows what mood I'm in that day. I'm pretty chipper. I don't know. Who am I?
man, in my head right
I'm
now.
just a piece of stardust that's floating through. Just some carbon.
David Bowie status.
Just some carbon. That's it.
So I'll put that in the episode description. A piece of carbon.
I'm such a piece of carbon.
So, yeah, this is gonna be an interesting one. You're gonna be just like my friend. What? You're gonna be slightly better than my friend, like, but I mean, like, I'm gonna get you talking somehow. I'm gonna get you talking.
I know it's really hard. I'm always like just holed up in my little hidey hole, and
why? So why are you holed up? Why are you holed up?
Because I like it. I'm an introvert. I just like to stay in my little shell, and then I'll come out from time to time. But
you didn't see Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, man? Come on, they come out of their shell. No?
It's been a minute.
It's been a minute.
Yeah.
Cowabunga.
I could probably use some turtle power.
Pizza time. You know, none of that.
Doesn't it say Cowabunga, dude?
Yeah.
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 Michelangelo, he was like the best one.
Why is he the best
actually,
one?
I think now I would be more partial to Donatello.
See, that was my favorite
As a child, my heart says Michelangelo.
Why?
Because he's like a little party animal.
Is that what you were?
He's like, oh, hell yeah. Are you kidding
man.
me? Like, I was such a party animal. Like, such a party animal. Now I'm definitely more of a Donatello.
So are you super smart?
I
Because I feel like in the newer movies, they portray him like as a super nerd. I feel like he wasn't like that growing up, but now he's like a super nerd and
I
shit.
feel like I'm probably not that smart, but I would like to think I'm smart. I feel like I know a lot of shit. Like a lot of random shit. I feel like I'm pretty knowledgeable.
What do you know? What is this random shit you know?
I know a crazy amount about reptiles. No joke. Like, why? I really loved them as a kid, and I just retain information like a sponge. And then as an adult, geography has been a thing because I didn't know jack about it before, and I was like, well, I don't know anything about it. I suck at that subject, so I had to change that around. So I'm pretty knowledgeable about geography. I know a ton about animals. A lot.
Give me a reptile fact.
I don't know.
You just said you know.
Well, I mean, like a reptile fact. Pythons specifically have a larger. Their left lung is larger than their right, which is one of the differentiations between pythons and boa constrictors. That's one of them.
Geography. Give me something cool that you know.
Oh gosh, that's hard. Oh my god! Like, give me. I don't know. Give me a country. Give me
Japan.
Tokyo.
Wait, you just gave me.
I know. I know my capitals. I don't know.
Wait, is that the game? Like I give it.
Oh, Minsk, Belarus. There's another one.
What's that?
It's in like east. It's itty bitty little country, like over east.
Okay, is that what you know? You just know where things are.
I know where things are.
I thought you knew shit about them.
No,
okay,
not so much. Not like history. I'm not a. That's. I wish I was more of a history buff. Unfortunately, not yet. I'll get to that. Maybe in like a decade, I'll get to that. But right now, I'm still getting to know, where everything in the world is.
I feel like this dog's on bark every 15 seconds.
Yeah, little old man. He's like 1,000 years old. He's got to pee every 10 minutes. I feel like, should I take care of that now or
do what you want? If you want to do it. I don't want to do this at the expense of your dog. So like, I can just.
I just don't.
Yeah, I can just.
Okay, I'm sorry, but I'm like, damn.
Do you?
Yeah, I have a hard time with talking.
With the talking part?
Yeah, it's not my strong suit. I'm a writer more than I'm a talker. I can write the shit out of things.
All right, so you say you're a writer and not a talker. You just said that. So we're probably doing the wrong thing right now. I do that.
I could write things. I could write the hell out of things.
Have you always been a writer?
I think so. I would like to think so. It was always easier. Anytime it was like a fight or some kind of disagreement or confrontation, I'd always clam up and then I have to collect myself and then write my thoughts out. Usually a few drafts to make sure, it conveyed every single emotion that I needed to convey. But that's, more than likely, definitely writer over talker.
What have you written?
Nothing. Just journals and book reports and writing reports.
Like for you or for school?
Yeah, for school. Like just nothing, like no stories or anything like that. I haven't, no creative writing or anything. It's just a very visual person. It's one thing to write it down and see it versus like speaking it and hearing it. It's different. It's.
Did you like poems or any of that or nah?
Sometimes I do and sometimes I don't. Kind of depends on my mood when it comes to poems. I don't know. I don't like sappy stuff. That's for sure. None of that nonsense.
No love poems?
No, none of that garbage.
What are they about?
Oh, I don't know. I like Edgar Allan Poe poems. Like, I know it's super cliche, but that's
going back to that stereotype I mentioned
earlier. I know. So I was like, that's that cliche thing I was talking about. I totally have like a book of Poe on my bookshelf over there.
Of your stuff?
Huh?
Of your stuff?
No, of
Edgar's?
Poe. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I got to see one of his houses. The only one that's still standing in Philadelphia. I got to see it.
How was that?
It was. I just saw the exterior of it, unfortunately, but it was still a nice surprise. I wasn't expecting to see it, so.
Do they let people in there or not?
It was already too late. We just got to.
Because this was Party Dani, that's why.
It wasn't Party Dani. No, it really wasn't. It was Sunday and.
Sunday, Bloody Sunday?
My ex is notorious for being late to everything.
Oh.
So we were late to go to the museums and all the cool stuff downtown. And bummer.
Let me try. I'll try actually easy stuff.
The Mutter was really awesome. I love the Mutter Museum. It's a
Oh,
really
I thought you were
creepy...
talking about like Tough Mudder. I was like, what?
No, the Mutter Museum. It's in Philadelphia
What's that?
also. It's this really creepy ass turn of the century museum. They have all these old medical specimens. There's a skull collection. There's a collection of things that have been lodged and dislodged from people's throats. It's interesting.
Wait. Things lodged and dislodged from people's
things
so
that
it's just
have
like...
been in throats that this doctor had extracted.
Okay.
It was a collection.
So what was in there?
Oh, just buttons, thimbles, toys, just all sorts of shit that dumb little kids eat.
Oh, okay. So they're all from kids or some adults?
I'm sure there's got to be some dumbass adults that were in there too. I mean, I don't know. Darwinism sometimes is not that selective, and somehow they make it to adulthood.
All right. So let me hit you with some easy stuff, because we still fighting right now. I can see.
We're
not like fighting. You were like quick to like what?
Fighting?
No, but I'm still trying to get you on a roll. So, what made you? Because obviously I met you in the hair salon, in the Moxie land. So what makes you want to go down that route? I know some of this stuff you told me, but now we in documentary mode. So anyway, so.
Just randomly woke up in the middle of the night, kind of epiphany. 5 a.m. I don't know. I was just really frustrated on the couch, just thinking, what am I gonna do? And just woke up from a dead sleep. It just all made sense, and then got my ducks in a row and was finally able to go through with it a couple years later. And it was really tough in the beginning, like really, really hard, but I don't know. I hate quitting. I can't. It sucks quitting. It's like it's worse than going through the ordeal itself.
Yeah.
I feel like to just throw in the towel, it sucks ass. I don't want to. So yeah, I just got through it, and it's been the best thing ever. It really has. Like, I've never been happier in my life, which is weird to say. Like, I always feel like a lot of happiness always relies on like external forces, whether it's, you know, like a new job, or you buy a new whatever it is, or you have like a new boyfriend or girlfriend. It's always some kind of like external factor. And lately it's been nothing new has changed, but it's just content. Like, I'm just fucking content with how things are. It's, I don't know. I mean, I always want better, of course, but a lot of people are always like just really fucking unhappy.
Yeah.
And they're always miserable. It's just nice. Like, I just don't give a shit about anything, because it's like, you know what, it always works itself out. So like, don't stress out about anything.
Yeah, I think I had a lot of that miserableness during like my music time, because pretty much like my life was that. Like, I would never say that. I always hate that phrase, music is my life, but like all my actions kind of were dictated towards that direction. So when I would have failure after failure, you know, if my happiness is dictated by that, I'm not fucking happy. You know what I mean?
Hard
So
just
like,
to be like,
and
yeah.
that's why I didn't have like you guys, Jenna. You know, when we're in our psychiatrist sessions, aka haircuts, you know, like
Yeah.
a lot of the, not recently, but a lot of the older conversations was like, you know, me not being happy with the city and stuff like that, because a lot of myself was invested in that. But like the minute I removed myself from that scene and a lot of those people who weren't the best people, like it all dramatically changed. Like, and now I kind of like, you know, like I still may have to leave for some of the things I want to do, but it's like, okay, the city ain't as bad, because now my happiness is kind of rooted more in me.
Yeah.
Versus external factors and stuff, you know?
Yeah. Because those are fleeting. you know, and I mean, of course, like, not everything's gonna be all peaches and cream, and you know, shit's gonna hit the fan. Things are gonna suck for a second, but it's all perspective, and yeah, it's really nice. It's a really nice feeling, though, just to be content. It's nice. I
feel like you're seeing it as you tell me it, you know?
Yeah, well, I mean, if you would have, like, if I could go back in time and see, like, 13-year-old Dani, I would just shake
Dani.
the shit out of her. You know, it's like, it's gonna be okay, like, stop fucking crying, like,
I feel
it's
like
fine.
she would freak out based on
I would be like, yeah, I think 13-year-old Dani would be like, whoa.
And you're shaking her, she'd
cool.
be like
shit. This old Dani's like shaking the shit out of me, but that's all right. I'm okay with this. Like, yeah, I would be like I would. It would change a lot. Obviously, you can't do that shit, but whatever. It's
now you seem disappointed that you can't do that.
I'm not disappointed. I'm just it's just part of the. But then again, if that would have happened, then you'd be like, oh, well, maybe you'd be like, well, it's going to be fine. And maybe there's like cockiness that happens instead when there shouldn't have been. So, no.
Well, I mean, if you go back, you're going to change yourself. And if you change yourself, well, then you won't become who you are.
Exactly. So you can't like.
Yeah. The things that are. I mean, like, it's all part of, I think I mentioned it already before, but, like, it's all the contrast thing. Like, going through that suffering enabled you to understand, even if it took a long time to understand, maybe what you don't want, need, or whatever, and what you do want and need, you know what I mean? So, if you change all those things, you know, like, well, then now you're a different person. And was it better? Is it worse? You know, who knows, you know?
Yeah. No, I'm glad things are the way they are. Like they happen for a reason. It all happens the way it's supposed to happen. Like all the shit that's happened to me this year, if this would have happened last year, it would have been a whole, who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows?
So No, keep going.
No.
It's hard to tell with you because you have long gaps in your thing. So I'm like, do I get to go now or no?
Oh my bad.
It's hard. No, there's nothing wrong with that. But I still don't got a full read on you. So it's just like, all right, here's the space for me to go. Do you want to go check that?
It's the old man.
Yeah.
Poor thing.
Oh, look at this. This is not what was happening earlier. This is.
Such a drama queen.
Now it's like, yo, now I need to be on here. I know I was barking on this homie.
She's usually a very loving dog.
I hope she transforms and just starts barking the same way. But now it's in my face.
Yeah. Right. Now it's just closer.
Oh, I guess she had a taste. She was like, yeah, this guy sucks. I'm going to go back to Dani. I know her. But yo, so I did the podcast with Jenna. She was telling me she's telling me the story, the trials and tribulations, and then she tells me what I didn't know, that she defeated both you and another homie from Moxie. I can't remember her name.
I don't know the other homie, but yeah, she did.
Was that the first day you wanted to kill her?
No, I'm
just
fucking
with you.
No, and that's actually like what got me hired was how whenever I went to go assist another girl, Kristen, I went to go assist her and I was just chatting up with Jenna, you know, just like, hey, whatever, like, better man got the job. It's whatever. She was a better fit, you know, at the time. Like, yeah, like, I have no hard feelings on that. Like, I never did, and that's what got me. They're like, oh, like, she, you know, definitely not catty. So, yeah, I fit in. It worked out. Old man.
Yeah. It's gonna be the.
It's tough with all these old dogs. No, I only have the one old dog. All these dogs, though. I have too many dogs.
So what made you get into having all these animals that will make themselves aware on the podcast?
I'm such a sucker. I'm just a really big sucker, and I have a big sign on my head that says sucker, and all these animals.
Is that a forthcoming tattoo?
Yeah, probably. More than likely. Probably a blacklight one or to that effect.
Do they do that? Are they blacklight tattoos?
There are. I don't have any, but
Okay.
That actually kind of freaks me out. I don't like the idea of having something fluorescent embedded.
Nah, you know what might be in my head though, because I know I've seen like the picture of your back and you have like all that, and it's not complete yet.
Yeah.
But if you were to complete the rest in that would be kind of trippy. That would kind of like. Because then you see your back, but then it goes night, and now you see the rest. You know.
That would be a lot of.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh man, I'm just like I'm just thinking about the pain. I'm like, ugh, I'm gonna go through that whole outline again. That was horrible. I drank a lot. That was bad. That was so bad. I'm so glad I don't drink anymore. that outline, I'll never forget that. That was quite the birthday.
So that was a birthday. The back was on a birthday. Oh man.
It was my 32nd birthday. Yeah. That was a good birthday.
Was it?
Yeah.
Why was it?
Because I just was planning on getting tattooed, and I got my outline, and I got home, and there was a bunch of people here. It was nice. Yeah.
Alright, so one of the things I noticed about you in the shop, and obviously, you kind of like a walking piece of art. You know, you kind of like a canvas, and you keep painting on it. What made you do the first one? What was the first one?
First tattoo was a little black star about 1.5 inches wide on my rib cage, left side, black. Day before I turned 21.
What made you finally do it though?
I didn't want to turn 21 without a tattoo. That was it.
Life goals.
That was it. That was like the whole that was it. I just wanted one, and I didn't want to ruin any prime real estate, so I went with the rib cage.
Okay. Why is the rib cage not prime?
Well, now
literally, it's like prime rib. Like
well, it's the ribs. It's not like I don't know. I think of like back and arm and legs as like prime real estate, and ribs is. You can put more little filler pieces, smaller pieces. It's the ribs. I don't really want another huge piece on a painful part. Torso sucks. I don't even have anything on my front done yet, but I know it's gonna suck when the day comes.
So what made you keep going then? So you get the one on the 21st birthday or before it, and what makes you like, oh, okay, this is cool. Let's keep going. You know what I mean?
Compulsion.
What do you mean?
Compulsion is probably what makes me keep going. I do want to, at some point, have a bodysuit. I'm way off, and I don't get tattooed nearly frequently enough to get there any super time, or any time that's like really, really soon. But at some point, that's the goal. Hopefully it'll get there.
So I just went from like one on the rib cage to compulsion.
Yeah, it turned from, I was like, oh, I'll just get a couple, and then I wanted one arm done and one leg done. And then I was like, I'll just leave one, and my back. And then I was like, I'll just leave one arm. And then I was like, screw it. I got one tiny piece on the one clean arm, and that was it. It was all over. Now that's actually the arm with more stuff now.
That one?
That was supposed to be the clean one. It ended up being the darker one. So, whoops.
So 40-year-old Dani, bodysuit.
Hopefully. I hope so. 6 years. I see pictures of myself from like 2 or 3 years ago, and I'm like, damn, that's.
So is this all more kind
Or
of
3.
newish?
I think about 3 or 4 years. Yeah, about 3 years ago. Yeah. I see pictures from like 3 years ago, and I think I look really bare.
So you've only like kind of recently then just started diving deep.
I think it's only recent that it's starting to. I don't even think I have a lot, but
Yeah, I know.
I think.
But you do. I mean, you have a lot, I guess, for the world. Maybe not in we competing and you talking about like, all right, let's take the real people. Of course you're going to lose to all the bodysuits and stuff. But I mean, like, I think for the normal world, like, you kind of do-ish. But then, like, you might roll in a different community than me, you know what I mean? So, like, I think you have a lot based on what I see, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then again, you know what, like, maybe I can just whip out, like, LeBron James and all my NBA players, you know? Like, and be like, well, maybe they do body you, you know? So,
I don't know. I'm like, I don't even have both sleeves, so to me, that's not a lot.
Yeah. But not everybody has the back as intense as you're about to get at some point, though. Yeah. Like, because even where it is right now, it's like, I've seen people have a lot of back stuff, but like, yeah, dude, like, your whole thing, like, again.
I want to stretch it out, too, to get on my bum. It just looks like weird. It's like dark, and then boop, just stops. It'll happen at some point. It'll all happen at some point. It's a bodysuit.
It's coming.
It's all gonna suck too. It all hurts.
Sacrifice for the art, right?
Yeah, totally. Somebody asks. I get asked, I guess, kind of frequently. Oh, does that hurt? I'm like, well, yeah, it all does. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it all does. I don't care. Okay, I know there's some girls that are like, I like it. I'm like, shut your mouth.
You mean the pain?
Yeah, like, I like getting tattooed. I'm like, you shut your mouth. Shut that hole in your face. You have like 2, 3, each one.
Oh, they haven't been through your struggle.
I'm like, you have like, they're pretty much not even out, like, I'm like, my outlines like last longer than these. I get frustrated with that. It's I shouldn't get frustrated, but
they don't know your struggle, man. They don't know what it really is. You're trying to place it in context.
I just get frustrated. That's all.
I don't know. Like, I've never had the thing to get a tattoo. Like, the only one I think I showed you was that Street Fighter one. But I'm like saying it has to come from within. Like, I need to get the dark aura from, like, it's probably going to be, I don't know, you know Dragon Ball Z? You know any of that stuff?
Not too much, no.
It's going to be, let's keep it Star Wars, right? Force Awakens, because you didn't see Rogue One, so I can't use that as an example. But let's use Force Awakens. You know when Han Solo died? Spoilers, whoever watching. You know when Han Solo
died?
Come on.
I know.
I know. You know when Han Solo died?
Yeah.
So, when you saw Chewie responded, that's going to be like how it comes on my back. Because some dramatic ass shit happens, I'm going to just be so furious, and it's just going to like, just go on my back. It'd be awesome. Akuma style. You mentioned the whole Han Solo dying. I went to Skywalker Ranch once.
Oh, right.
Last year. I'm actually going to interview the guy who got me in there next week. He's not the guy who showed me around, but he's the guy who got me in there. And so, yeah, I'm at Skywalker Ranch, right? And I got to see Doctor Strange being mixed, the audio so I see a bunch. They didn't want to press play, but I see Doctor Strange, and now I know the scenes now. There's a lot of the hospital scenes. But, so I asked the guy who's showing me around, and he's like, you know, you see all this stuff, these movies ain't out, like, for whatever reason, like, did you see any spoilers for Star Wars? I brought it up. And he's like, dude, I was doing so good. And then, like, near the end, they call me in for a mistake, right? Like, because what he is, he's like a fixer-upper. Like, he doesn't mix any of these things, but shit don't work. They call him, he makes it work again. So they bring him into the room, and the first thing he sees on the TV is, I think it's the lightsaber, right? Stabbing Han Solo. So yeah, it's that. He sees that image, and first thing he's like, dude, really? Like, no one turned to good thing, like, to turn that off? Like, and he hasn't seen any of the movie yet, and he already knows Han Solo's dead. Yeah, like, doesn't know any of the story, but he does know Han Solo's dead. Like, so yeah, like, that must have sucked. That would have pissed me off. That would have been like, because I really like watching shit fresh, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't know shit about Force. Like, I didn't know Force Awakens was gonna suck. I didn't want it to suck.
Yeah.
But J.J. Abrams can't help himself. He can't. He had to make it suck. But
I like JJ. I don't know.
name a good J.J. Abrams movie.
Oh, I liked Star Trek.
That's not really J.J. Those are J.J. Abrams movies, but I mean, like, those aren't defined by J. They were there before J.J. We did an Idris Elba movie without J.J. I don't know if that was better. My favorite one is the second one with Khan and Into Darkness. It has.
I actually didn't see it.
God damn, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, why don't you see the good ones? like, you skipped the good.
I don't know.
You skipped the good Star Wars, the good new one.
I missed the third Lord of the Rings too.
You still haven't seen that?
Nope.
You're not gonna see Rogue One, are you?
I got so annoyed.
You're not gonna see Rogue. That's what I just heard.
I got annoyed with Lord of the Rings, so.
What is annoying about that?
It's a bunch of walking.
It is. That's the Kevin Smith joke. And like all his old movies, yeah, like he was like his trilogy was the Star Wars, and this new trilogy of the Rings, it's like, dude, all they do is walk. And like, I get it. I'm not gonna defend those movies. They walk a lot. And then when they made the new ones, what's the new ones about the not dwarf people? Those dwarf people?
Oh, The Hobbit.
Yeah. They took one book and still made it a trilogy. Oh my gosh. More walking.
Sometimes they should not make things into.
Well, it's because money, but I mean, like, at least the Lord of the Rings books were 3 books, I believe. I'm not sure, but
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, there were 3 books, but Hobbit was 1, and then they split that shit 3 ways, yo. And I'm like, that's just milking shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that shit was kind of wet. Like, I'll give you Lord of the Rings walking and all that, but it had its thing. And it's the first time, but now it's like, yo, this shit makes so much money. We should walk with other people and still kind of do the same epic war shit. But because this ain't really that story, this is the story before the story, it's not really as epic. But because it's like, I believe prologue is the word, right? Like, but it's coming out later, so it looks better, but it's before. It's like, so you get that weird concept. Like, Rogue One does have that. Stuff looks better that shouldn't, and then stuff that needs to be representative from the old time, like all the Death Star stuff, they did a real good job of making it look as shitty as a 1970s Death Star. Like, if you look at all the noises it makes, and the triangle lasers and like everything, like, it's really good. Or like a scene that you will never see because it's at the end of the movie. You know, I believe you know the point is to steal the Death Star plans. Like, so when they're fucking with that stuff, it's like old crap from like this, like it's old big computer crap, you know, and it's like junk, you know. It's fun. Like, but they need to be loyal to where it is in the placement. So it's like, if junk it is, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
junk it remains.
Yeah, but it's fucking good looking junk, and it's a great story, and fucking watch it, damn it.
I will. See,
I think that's gonna be like my new goal for you guys. Like, I'm gonna try. Like, I'm not gonna try to hang out with you anymore. I'm just gonna be like, do you want to watch like Rogue One? That'll be the thing before I leave. Like, before I leave, like, please, I can't leave
until you watch.
Yeah, and I really need to leave. like, so please watch.
I will
that.
try to make it a point to watch it this weekend. I've just been rewatching Game of Thrones.
Dude, I've never seen Game of Thrones. I know it's like the best thing ever made. Period.
Ever. Love it.
Better than Oxygen and all that stuff. I get it.
Yeah.
But you seen it already. Like,
I know. That's how much I love. That's how I'm like, I love it. Well, my best friend, he hasn't seen it, so it's just fun to revisit. I love that show.
Word.
It is the best thing in the world.
Okay. That's the next text coming now. I'm gonna text like every other day. I'm gonna just be like, yo, Rogue One, it's coming now.
I'll send a screenshot of me watching it, like, or not a screenshot, but you know.
But you'll probably like Photoshop it. It's gonna be all fake and shit.
It's
like,
all Game of. I'm really watching Game of Thrones,
it's Game of Thrones,
but I've got it like
you'll like give it to a friend. Yeah, like dude, just put like a fucking Death Star there. Like
I'll just put like the Death Star over Jaime Lannister's head.
Yeah.
And
then I'm gonna be like, dude, it's the Death Star from Force Awakens. This is fucking bullshit. You know, like
is that the dwarf from Game of Thrones?
Is there incest going on? I know there ain't that shit in none of that is happening in Rogue One. No dragons. No blonde lady, blonde white lady. No Lena Headey or whoever her name. I always forget.
Lena.
Is that how you say her name? Lena Headey?
Lena Headey?
She's like...
She's really pretty. I
yes,
like
she
her.
is. That's my favorite woman on that show. Even though I haven't watched this show. That was Sarah Connor, man. I used to watch the Sarah Connor Chronicles. I don't know if you remember that.
Oh, cool. I didn't know.
Yeah, it was on TV shows. That was Sarah Connor.
She was in 300.
Which is fucked up is that the girl that's most people... And she was in 300. And, you know, like, because I'm a fucking dude. It's kind of naked in there, too. So, yeah. But I mean, like
gorgeous.
She's amazing. I love that one. That woman.
Yeah, I love Lena Headey.
I find her so stunning, yo.
So yeah, I do too. I think she's gorgeous. She was at a Comic-Con, I believe.
Oh shit!
And
were you at that Comic-Con?
I wish I was at that Comic-Con.
All right, tell me the story.
So she was at Comic-Con.
I feel like you're gonna go more in detail in this story than any of your stories. But...
She probably that's. She was at a Comic-Con and everyone just kept passing her up. Like nobody wanted her autograph because her character is such a bitch.
Yeah.
Cersei is the worst, but I love her like because she is.
Yeah, no, I literally like her. I can't speak for the show. Still have not seen it. Might watch it one day just for her.
Oh, her character is like the worst. Like, she's awful.
But it's her.
But I love her. It's such an entertaining character because. She is the worst. Like my brain could never go there, like and become like that malevolent and actually do the stuff she does. Like there's no way. So it's like a serial killer. Like it's like that serial killer fascination where you want to read those books and stuff. And but yeah, she was at a Comic-Con and nobody wanted her autograph, and she was like, you know what? That just means I'm doing an awesome job at my role because if you think I'm really that terrible of a person, then you know I'm the shit.
Yeah.
So fuck you. Like
I feel
that's
like
basically
most people's.
I would have been up there and been like, please sign.
I would have been like,
you,
since
Lena.
there's no room, like we talking now. We're not even doing this over. We're just literally hanging out. You know, like for real. But. I feel like most people's favorite is the Queen of Dragons girl, the blonde girl.
Of course, Daenerys.
And look,
she's awesome.
I'm not blind. She's hot. But Lena hates like
Breaker of Chains. Well, it's because of the character, like.
But what's even crazier, real quick, and I'll let you go.
Yeah.
She was also Sarah Connor in the shitty Terminator movie. So it's kind of fucked up. They're both Sarah Connor.
Oh, that's funny. Yes. That's so funny. I never
Hashtag not my Sarah Connor. Hashtag still hot though.
That's so crazy. Yeah, I love both
so
of them.
I just thought that must have been weird when she finally gets cast and she's like, yo man, like I'm playing you. But yeah, no. Continue with what you were gonna say if you remember it.
No, that was it. Just like nobody wanted her autograph and she was like, fuck you guys, I'm awesome.
Yeah.
Like, you think I'm that terrible of a person. And, you know, it's always those people that play, like, those really heinous bitches on TV. They're, like, actually, like, the sweetest people.
Yeah.
Or, like, they always play, like, the people that play villains and shit. They're always, like, the nicest ones. I think it's because it's, like, they are such nice people that they get out all their malevolence.
Yeah,
like,
on there. So
like on that character.
That's their catharsis. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me ask you. I believe is Hodor the DJ, right? In real life.
DJ Hodor.
Yeah. Have you been to any of his rave of thrones?
No. I thought it would be interesting to go to, but no, I haven't. Yeah, DJ Hodor.
Yeah, man.
That would be interesting.
I feel like my friend opened up for him. And he's a huge Game of Thrones fan.
I would have been like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh, that
Either he opened up, or I think he was just in charge of putting the night. One of those two. But he was there. He loved it.
it's
He
pretty
loves that dude.
awesome. Yeah. Oh, Hodor. I like him. It's so cute. He's just, that's all he says. Hodor.
Yeah, he's just one of those one-word people.
Hodor.
Those are his dying words too, right?
Hodor.
Yeah. But it was with a door too, right?
Yeah.
Was that just some irony shit?
Irony? I don't.
The man who talks about holding the door is holding.
It wasn't really irony, but.
I don't know. I didn't see it. I just know because they won't. The world won't let me not know. You know what I mean?
Right. It's like
Who
I've
died
already
this
seen
week?
it without seeing it.
This White Walker. Why do I know what a White Walker is? I should know what that is. I shouldn't know what that is. I've only seen Lena get fucked by her brother. That's my whole Game of Thrones
That's your
thing.
experience of Game of Thrones.
And the small guy is an asshole. That's it. That's my whole Game of
He's
Thrones.
awesome. I love.
Maybe he
Tyrion.
becomes better, but in those first 2 episodes, he's an ass.
I can relate to him. He's like a short, sassy little asshole.
Is that
Loves
what you are?
reading. Yeah, I think so. Like a sasshole. Like
Okay.
sassy.
Sasshole.
Sasshole.
Okay.
Loves
Don't do that.
reading.
Don't do that.
Oh, sorry.
Just because I just noticed that, but
Oh, my bad.
it's
It's
gonna-
tapping
yeah.
on there. I just realized
people
what I'm
gonna
doing.
be like, "Look, man, it's the worst
This-
show
this
ever
the worst."
already." But now it's all noisy and shit. It's people just jumping around topic.
I know. Where's my little, not fidget spinner? I will never touch one of those things. My mom got me a rock, and I love that thing. not a.
I love that was your defense. I won't touch. I get it. Fidget spinners are stupid, but you're like, but my mom got me a rock. Like
it.
that's some exclusive shit.
Yeah.
like have you heard of these things? Like, let me break it to your 15 people audience.
It
Like-
is a stone.
Is it like some special shit, or is it just literally
It's just
a rock?
like a round, smooth stone.
Did she just get it from her garden? Did she just get it from this garden?
She could have. Who knows?
And you like treasuring that shit? Like,
I
oh
don't
my
know.
God,
it
Mom.
just fits my hand like perfect, and
is it a stress rock for you? You know how people got stress balls?
no, I just like it. I don't know. It just.
Is it here?
Well, you just saw that. I fidget with my hands a lot. That's why I like doing hair, because I could just fidget away.
I get you. Should I give you an extra wire?
No,
And you can just
no, but I don't know. I like messing with shit with my hands. I can't
got
help
you.
it.
I got you. Do you ever get too caught up cutting people's hair because you like fucking around?
Yes.
And you do the wrong shit?
No.
So then why did you light up then? What was the yes for?
Wait, what was the guess? I mean, I was just thinking. I was like, have I? And I was like, well, I was just trying to think. Like, I was running through the,
Okay.
I was like, have I done that?
It was a false alarm.
Yeah.
I got you.
No, I haven't done that. I've definitely overanalyzed shit for sure, because I'm OCD like that.
Okay.
I think that's like typical artist mentality to pick shit apart and not be
Go to-
satisfied
Oh, hell
with
yeah,
the
man.
results.
I think a lot of us in the beginning, that stops us from releasing all of our, like, I have this talk with a lot of my musician friends
Yeah.
because it has to be perfect. And I'm like, that's cool. But when you're 60 and that perfect shit still isn't perfect and it's in your house and no one's heard it now, you know, like, that's why I do a lot of these, because I just get better as I do them. And it's just ups and downs, but I mean, like, overall, the progress, I think, is better.
Practice makes permanence.
Oh, that's right. Yes, that's your word. Not perfect, but permanence.
Yeah. Practice makes permanence.
Hey, yo,
I learned that in the hair class once.
I thought you were going to burn yourself.
I'm just making sure I don't burn the house down.
Okay. It would make good footage.
I would.
It would be the exclusive show.
That shit would probably go viral.
There you go. You could blow me up. If I make enough money, I'll help you out with a house.
Right. You can here's a tent.
Yeah.
You and all your animals can live in this.
There you
This
go.
tent.
I'll get you 5 tents.
Awesome.
One for everybody, you know?
We all get a tent, Carla.
There you
Are
go.
you- How do you feel about that?
She's not barking no more. She approves.
She's so funny. My pig dog.
Hey, yo, so let me ask you. So I think either August or July, I message you. I'm like, hey man, let's hang out. What is your response?
I'm boring.
Yes, but both. What is your response? Like, what are you thinking? What is your response of both me and then why do you respond like that? Like I'm boring.
Because I just assume that people assume that I'm like some party animal that like goes out and drinks all crazy and like that's just what I have this like the assumption.
Yeah.
Like it happens a lot. Like I've had clients that are like, "Oh, you party," and it's like, "No, I."
Do they
I
stop
really
coming
don't.
to you because of that?
No. Not at all. I get along with the devil himself. I can get along with anybody. So, but I just always feel like people do make assumptions that that's how I roll. Yeah. That's why I reply with "I'm boring." Because I mean, yeah, it's like all I do. I just like hang out with my dogs and read, and you know that there's not much to it, but it's.
I thought it was some
It's
like
content though. I'm content. I don't give a shit about what anyone thinks.
you don't have to go skydiving no more. You know, it's all good.
I still want to.
You should. It's in San Marcos, right there. You can go.
Yeah, I want to do that. I want to jump out of a plane. I like doing shit that scares me, which is why I'm doing this right now.
Do it. You're covering your face the whole time.
That's more. I don't know. What? I'm being covered with this pole anyways. I'm hiding.
Yeah,
no one can
there's
see
a lot of
behind
face
this
covers.
pole.
There's a lot of doing this. There's like, it's all good. It's all good.
I cover my mouth a lot. I do that a lot. That's like a. I know if someone ever played me in a movie, they would definitely be doing that a lot.
Why? What is your movie like then? So you mentioned that. So you've thought about having a movie of you.
It would probably be a lot of binge drinking scenes. Probably a lot of shot montages. I would think.
And who's playing you?
Probably Miley Cyrus.
Are you serious? Are you serious?
No, unfortunately, I've had a lot of people tell me that.
You look like Miley Cyrus?
Yeah. I don't see it.
I kind of want to pull it up on my phone and see it.
I don't see it. My
I'm not-
aunt has told me that too. She's like, "You remind me of Miley Cyrus." I'm like, I remember I had like long black hair and I would go to the bar and I would have people like, "You look like Hannah Montana." I'm like, so it would. Yeah, I don't. If I was someone else to play me in a movie, I don't know. Not that I would. I don't want Miley Cyrus to play me in a movie. Not that I dislike her or anything. We're both vegans. We're on the same team, but I would.
You got that whole era where my limited depth of Miley Cyrus is I was investigating a lot of Southern hip hop like earlier this year. And Miley Cyrus had a phase with a man called Mike Will Made It. I don't know if you'll know him or not, but it was just hilarious because she's like this white girl, country person, and she's doing all these hip hop like
it's like no.
So it's like all these Southern black rappers, and it just looks like weird out of place, you know. I don't know if that's some weird racism on me, but I mean it's more
not,
like
it's just
me from the outside. I see that and it looks fucked up. Who knows? Maybe it is the right thing, but I think a lot of it has to do with like, yeah, you came from this music, and now I feel like because of money, you're going with this music.
Yeah,
you know, like
it's all for money. I don't do mainstream music very well. I don't do music very well though in general. Whatever.
Just Black Dahlia Murder and that's it.
There's like probably 4 other bands in there, but you know, essentially.
What are the other 4 other bands?
Oh, I don't know. I can't even think right now. But
okay.
just
I feel like I'm losing you. I feel like we're losing you.
Right. I was listening to Graveyard the other day. That was pretty awesome. Haven't listened to them in a hot minute.
How much does Dream Theater suck for you?
I don't have the attention span for 20 minutes.
Like, I just was guessing. I was like, you seem like the type of person that can't stand.
I had a friend that wouldn't even listen to a song. Like, she could only go through like halfway through a song, and then she would change it to another one. It was the worst. Like, I couldn't go in the car with her because she was constantly switching CDs out or switching songs. It's like, just play a fucking song. Like, just get through one song. Like, why is this so bad? Like, that you can only tolerate
like one verse
like
and then go,
90
yeah.
seconds and then you're done. Like, oh, I can't listen to, God forbid you listen to a verse twice in a row. Like,
I think you might have to do the same thing that you're talking about playing with your hands. Like, they just need to be doing something versus being passive and hearing music, you know?
Wait, versus what? I'm sorry.
Being
what?
passive, like, just now just letting the music thing happen, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even though I don't make metal or rock, though I've kind of flirted with it here and there. That's the band that made me want to make music. A Dream Theater. So, because they were just doing all this wild shit, and at the time when I heard them, I was like, I didn't know that was possible. That seemed like some next level shit. And then I tried to be that good, and it was like, oh, this requires like your life.
Yeah. Like actual total dedication.
And I guess I was just never that dedicated, like, to it.
I always love drums. It's always my favorite. Really complex, fast drums.
So Mike Portnoy is my hero. Will your hero be the Tool guy? I always forget his name.
I used to really like what's his face? Chris Penne from Dillinger Escape Plan. He was like the first drummer.
Oh yeah, that dude's a G.
Yeah. That guy, I really like his drumming.
They were doing some cool stuff in their day.
They got a new drummer. I just kind of the intricacy just it wasn't the same. Which, I mean, I'm not like, oh, everything has to be the same all the time,
sure.
But it's just
missed a good
for
time.
me. I just am all, that's why I'm so partial to Black Dahlia Murder. Just their drumming is. I love that fast shit. I just love it. I love that angry fast drums.
One of my favorite drummers is probably the drummer from, you probably won't know him because I don't think you know the band. I think you remember saying, but Porcupine Tree. You know
I don't know them.
Yeah, but their last drummer he's pretty godlike.
Cool.
He ended up going some big band after they stopped. Like, I think one of those old legend bands, like from the 70s, 80s.
Mm-hmm.
But people die, so he needs to replace them. You know, like, because just like the Rolling Stones, you know, it's probably only 2 of them up there right now, but they keep going. Same thing with Kiss, you know? So
I used to have a weird rule about, or I guess I still have it. I forgot. I'm like back on the market. Well, not really, because I'm like not. That sounds horrible. No relationships. That sounds like a bad idea. But I used to have this rule. One of my many rules was no guitarist. Like, I wouldn't, like, drummers were cool, bassists were good, but no guitarist. No lead singers. Like, that was off. Because, I don't know, I just felt like they were always about themselves.
those personality types and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know why. I was like, I will not date a guitarist
I feel like we joked about it earlier, but now I have, like, no chance. like that was, like, my first instrument, guitar. And now I'm kind of, again, flirting with being, like, the lead in my songs of both rap and singing, you know? So you're just like, look, everything you are, no. You're like, that's it.
To be fair, like any human being, I'm like,
oh man,
no.
now I lost that birth. Fuck. You're
like, oh, do you breathe oxygen? No. Like,
let me tell you something. First person I'm gonna call after this is my mom. Be like, Mom, come on. You couldn't like fuck a reptile or something? I could have been this awesome hybrid.
Yeah, that was one of my crazy rules. So it was like, I just like, I don't know, I like the drummer. They're cool with being in the background, but they're very crucial.
Sometimes like, sometimes they'll do. It's very rare, but I mean, sometimes they sing too. It's usually got to be a top tier drummer though. Yeah,
it's just, I guess how things usually are, how it tends to be. It's usually not the drummer singing. Like 9 times out of 10, it's not.
Yeah, no, most normal bands you never gonna see. I feel like it's usually like a superstar band and or like a special event band where it's like a bunch of all-stars and then
Yeah.
they'll do it. My friend's band, man, they used to cover it's another one of these OG 70s bands. But they used to cover this one song, and at certain gigs I would hold the mic for the drummer because he would sing it. It was a really hype song, but their name escapes me right now. But let me see. So we're messing with that. This is a total go right back around. But since we kind of been jumping into that, is the saying you boring thing, is that like a self-defense? Like to like fuck off?
Probably. That's usually like my whole like.
That's how I took it the first time.
Like, kind of I don't know. It goes back to that whole like I'm not a fucking party animal, so just piss off everybody. Like I don't want to go. I just hate that assumption. So. And I don't get it. I haven't gotten it in a long time, but I guess it was closer to that time whenever I was fresh. I was pretty freshly split up with Bo at that point. So, I was.
You're like, boy, not now, fool. You're like.
I just assume that everyone's gonna like. It's like go out for drinks. That's what people do. Go out for drinks.
Yeah, man.
But then you're like, I don't drink. I was like, oh, sweet. Okay, let's go hang out.
Well, you did the. Oh yeah, no, I don't. Like, I told you, one of my Red Bull bosses called me like a courtesy drinker. So, if I'm at an RB event, probably shouldn't say this publicly, but I guess if I'm at an RB event, you damn right I'll take your free thing and be nice, But I mean, like,
yeah.
I don't ever really want it. It just. I don't know. I just never got into it for whatever reason. But
I wish I didn't get into it for whatever.
I mean, like I feel like kind of weird about like in the sense like I don't know what it was like, cause I grew up where I grew up, like Bronx in my like certain neighborhood and, definitely weed everywhere.
Yeah.
And the other stuff was there too, but maybe not as on the forefront. Some of the stories I've heard after I left, I was like, man, all that shit was there, but it's pretty crazy. But definitely weed at the forefront. But yeah, I just never, I don't know why. And then I'm like hearing this music. I don't get into not hip hop until maybe 15, 16, because whenever Napster came, and then I don't remember if I've told you this, but my first music that I listened to that isn't hip hop is Korean pop music. And then I go
That's right, yeah.
Yeah. So then I went in this weird ass musical journey in which would eventually get me making music. But yeah, so I got this whole music based on like maybe not as extravagant as it is currently today, but it's still based on a lot of like, street culture and all that. And I don't know why. I just never felt compelled to really dive deep into that shit. But like, and at that point, I think I might have felt like maybe outcast and weird. But now I'm like, I see in a lot of how not all of them, but how a lot of them turned out. I'm like, man, I'm like super fucking lucky, dude, because I felt, now that I have the context of there and here and other places, I feel like I probably was walking like the line. And like, literally all I needed was the right event to make me fall down. And for whatever reason, those first 18 years, like, and I don't mean like trying it, because I tried my stuff, but I mean like really getting into it, because everyone else really did, like a lot of people else, really fell into it, and a lot of them, have lost things or people because of them falling way too into it,
Mm-hmm.
Same thing, like, and just the whole life. I ain't even mention. I'm not really talking about drugs. I mean, when I'm talking about just the whole life of gangsterdom and all that stupid shit.
Yeah.
Man, for whatever reason. So I don't know why. I don't know what it was. Some universe shit. I don't know if maybe because it's weird. Like I'm probably like rebelling against my mom, but maybe there was enough there to make me be right. I don't know. Or be. Quote unquote a form of straight edge, like at the time, but Yeah, I don't know. And the same thing. Like, I still remember 6th grade, first time we drank. We used to go to my homie Johnny. His parents would never come till late, so we would go and kids want to wrestle and shit. So we were big WWF at the time fans. So we would just have like I don't know how much you know, but there's an event called a Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
You know what that is?
Isn't it like 4 dudes?
No, Royal Rumble is when it's 30 people. Like one
Oh,
every
it's
minute.
30.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the way you win and lose
I was
that
gonna
one
say,
is
I knew
throwing
it
them
was
out.
like a lot of them. Like,
So we would have like everybody come over to this guy's basement. Yo, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with us. Because I'm like, we never even thought about damaging their house and like this parents and the parents never really, I guess, found out like because maybe it's the basement. Maybe the basement's always a mess. But we would, as many people as we can from the school would come to this guy's house, and we would all wrestling. So it's not like real fighting, but the way you would win or lose is pin, which is never going to happen. Hold somebody down for 3 seconds. So it's either tap out or since there's no ring, you throw them outside. Like literally, like imagine we open that door, throw them outside. Like so, like that's the ring. You get thrown out outside, and we used to do that like fucking every Wednesday or some stupid shit. But yeah, one time we checked the fridge and his Heineken's there, and we tried it, and I was like, what the fuck is this shit? I still say that. Heineken and Dos Equis, I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? Why do people drink this shit on purpose, you know? There's, sometimes when I'm at the Flying Saucer and some of my more beer people, aficionados, sometimes they pick me stuff, and I'm like, okay, this doesn't taste like ass or it's acceptable, and I can maybe understand. But man, the low tier shit, the tall boys, oh god. There was a whole section of people here who love
water.
tall boys. Yeah, yo, that shit is disgusting.
Yeah, I
yo.
can't do it. Or, I mean, I can't do it even now, but even then I was like, this is not desirable. I could only drink it if I had already been drunk and I needed to just like not get more wasted but keep my buzz. Just maintain it where it was.
Oh man.
Oh god, I had so many like stipulations, like if I do it this way or do that, and if I skip dinner, so many bad ideas. Memories.
There you go. One of these days, probably never, but one of these days, I'm gonna get you to speak them instead of like tiptoeing around them and then and then saying it.
Oh, just thinking.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a lot of them. I don't know. There's a lot of drunken days. There's a lot of them. Years of them.
Yo, so I feel like around this time I would probably ask the life questions, but I don't know. I've kind of asked you that the first time, most of them, pretty much all of them. And you didn't seem too enthused to want to go through that trial again, so I don't have to put you through that.
Yeah, I just don't know. It's like already.
But there is one I added that I didn't do at that time, so I'll give you this one because it is fresh. But it's pretty simple. It's way more simpler than all the other ones, I think. This one's called I Like, I Wish, I Wonder. Your face is already like, fuck.
No, I like that. It's almost like a happier version of Kill, Marry, Fuck.
Alright, what's that?
Kill, Marry, Fuck?
Is this where you pick one person to kill, one person to marry, and alright.
You give it 3
You know what it was?
You have to.
Because I heard the way you
like
said it, I know what that is now, but the way you said it, kill, marry, fuck, I was like, all I heard was that I'm gonna kill, marry, and fuck her, and I was like, what kind of game is this?
Right.
But I get it. Kill,
game.
comma, marry, comma, fuck. Okay.
Commas are important.
Yes, in that phrase, it definitely is, because that was some, I forgot what it's called when you fuck, some shit?
Necrophilia.
Speaking of necrophilia, you know that band Necrophagus or whatever? They're really cool.
I think I've heard of them.
Technical guitar is stupid, but I don't know. It's just real close. But anyway, yes, it's much happier version than Kill, Marry, Fuck.
Yeah.
Much I like that I did. I wish I had done. I wonder what would have happened if.
Okay. Well, first one.
I like that I did. Let's just start there. I like that I did. That's it. Don't worry about the rest. Anything in your life, whatever.
Wait, I have to. I like.
So I like I wish I wonder. You're basically saying you
like-
like something, you wish you had done something. I wonder what would have happened if.
I like.
But just answer one at a time. Just do it slow. So R&B show.
Okay,
Usher once said, "I'm gonna take it nice and slow." You know. I like that I did. That's it. Don't even worry about
I like
the rest.
that what again?
I like that I did. That's it. Nothing else. Then you take it from there. I like that I did.
I like that.
I did not watch Rogue One. Ha! Nah.
I like that I did learn to let go of external shit and not let other people control me. I like that.
Okay.
Yeah, now I could give a shit about what anyone says or does or anything. It's like it doesn't matter. In the grand scheme of things, we're just a tiny little blip in time. So who gives a shit about what happens in the meantime?
I feel like
just be happy. It's fine.
I feel like I've gotten there maybe like probably to like I want to say 90 to 95% ish. Because I feel like I'm like that in my relationships. But I feel like I'm still not like that perfectly to the world. Because even something like this, like I think I told you this before, but even something like this, like just like, hey man, I want to know you. Probably couldn't have done that, like even just a year or so ago. So and it's like small and stupid, but at the same time it's like, but now I can like almost be one with myself where like, oh, if I feel this, I can at least act on it, and then whatever happens after that is whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but I feel, but even like something like, look, man, I don't go to the club, man, but I don't get to take a lot of intake in, like watch a lot of stuff as much anymore because I'm in this whole creation versus consumption thing. But when I'm doing yoga or or foam rolling, I do listen to stuff, and it's usually like interviews of like crazy people who are doing crazy shit. Yes, less motivation, but more like just to learn from people. So the latest guy I'm hearing, he's talking about like dancing as a form of, I guess, catharsis and release and stuff. And I'm like, you know what, man? Like, that's probably like one of my regrets right there, yo. Like, not that I'm a club guy, but the few times I'm in the club, I'm not fucking dancing, yo. Like, and I don't even know if I want to dance, but I think I should be dancing just based on the fact that it bothers me that I'm overly thinking about what is everybody gonna think about if I'm dancing. I'm gonna dance like a fool, blah blah blah. All that noise that doesn't really exist because probably no one's gonna notice you anyway because they're too busy sucking at dancing themselves and shit. So like, that's what I mean. Like where I'm like, well, I still got a few more percentages like to act like that to the world, you know. Because I still might think about the world a little bit when it comes to shit. Even though dancing is just nothing. You know what I mean? But I'm like...
It's hard to dance. I can't dance.
I can't dance either. But you know what?
Dance.
Like, if I'm in there, it's fucking dark. I should be, like, just doing whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? I don't care. You know? Like,
that's why I listen to death metal. Because I don't have to dance. It's
do you
like
mosh?
I get in there.
You get in there?
I do. I'm in there. Like, I'll...
Battle the homies?
No, I don't do the inside circle. I like to hang out on the outside and push.
Yeah.
I don't like doing the punching stuff on the inside.
No, I don't even know. All right, so first off, I don't like...
If somebody falls, I help them up.
Okay.
Like, I've helped people get up.
You're a mosh nurse.
Not, you just gotta take care of... Something I've noticed is, like, the more mainstream the music, the more dick the people are. I've gone to a lot of like death metal shows, like Black Dahlia specifically.
Yeah.
And the people are so nice. Like if somebody falls or somebody drops something, glasses fly off, whatever, like people will help you immediately. And then I've gone to mainstream shows and like you get grabbed. Like, it's
I think
totally different types of people.
It's not the last pit I've seen, but I think one of the last pits I was actually in. It wasn't even my choice. I just got sucked in and I just hung out with it. between the Buried and Me at the Old White Rabbit, and as soon as they started, it was like a tsunami. like, just took me in. But I remember, like, you know, we're having our fun, we're bouncing back and forth. It's an awesome time. I look back, literally to my back right. I'm not even lying. I see two medics picking up a guy, and it's like a pool of blood, and I'm like, what the fuck? But I can't even, like, look because there's all this crazy shit happening behind.
That's crazy.
But I mean, yeah, like, so someone got pulled at night. And what was pretty crazy about that is, like, I meet some guy who I don't meet till next week. For real, and that ended up being, I guess, one of my, musical brothers, like, who maybe our team journey is over, but we had a little, like, you know, we had a little moment where we all were trying to fight together. But it was pretty cool too, because I was like, ain't you that dude from Between the Buried and Me, you know?
That's
and then
funny.
And then we make fucking beats. No one's making metal. But
Funny.
yeah, but like there's another like, do you know there's a Dallas rock band like Trap something or Trip, like Death Trip or something? There's a Dallas metal band where like they're really hardcore, right? And I remember there was a guy, I can't remember their name, man, but they're kind of locally popular. But there's a guy doing the kind of fight dancing. You know what that is? I don't remember what it's called. The fight dancing where you like punching the air.
I've seen it.
The shadow punching and kicking.
Yeah.
So there's a guy doing that, but he's doing it around everywhere, like just moving. Like, so he gets to one place and he back fists this girl. And she goes down for the count.
Oh my
And everybody had that face that you giving me. And then when the show was over, I saw her outside and she was still kind of down, but with ice, you know, like she got taken out. But I'm like, that story, every time I see that band, I feel like something bad happens. Or just even talking about them sometimes. Because one time I saw them in Austin at Mohawk, but then I'm at Barbarella, I think it's called, or right next to Swan Dive. And I'm telling this story. And I'm telling the back fist moment, right? And I probably told a longer version back then, because it's so far removed, I barely remember any of it. But I back fist the air, but I ended up back fisting a dude. And I was like, oh shit, my bad, dude.
Like, I was literally just telling a story about
like,
back fisting.
Yeah, someone, and I just like, you need a real life example?
Oh my god, at least it wasn't a chick.
Yeah, I know he took about. I tried to offer him to buy him a drink. I was like, dude, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. But he's like, it's all good, dude. Like, sometimes you get back fisted.
Sometimes you get a fist to the face.
That's it.
You know,
that's it.
It happens.
It does happen. So yeah.
Yeah.
Like that you did. So now next one is I wish.
What do I wish? Probably, I guess I wish I could have came to that realization sooner that I could be happier, not letting external factors be such a force to be reckoned with. I don't know. I'm content. That's like, it's hard to wish something because it's like, I don't.
That's good. But and even as you're saying that, the first thing comes to mind what I already told you, like the fact you went through all that, and the fact you even responded with the content, like I said, like it gave you the understanding. So now you know kind of like what you want, what you don't want, what it should be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And yeah, no, because I do talk to some people and I ask them that one, and sometimes they don't have any because of like what I'm saying, you know, and what you just said. So yeah, there's no wrong answer, man.
That's true. Yeah, it's hard to. I'm so content. It's weird. It's a really weird feeling to be completely content with things. Like, I don't know. There's so many miserable people, and like I was miserable for so long. To be on the other end of the spectrum, it's just like. There's like, it's all sunny over here. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I like. I wish.
I wonder.
I wonder. What do I wonder?
What would have happened if is the main thing. But yeah, I wonder.
Mm, I don't know. That's a. Oh yeah, I don't know.
Get stumped.
That's a stumper. I don't know. I guess honestly, I guess I wonder what would have happened if I never chose to be a little hellion and start doing bad things I shouldn't be doing. Like if I just stayed all on the straight and narrow, what would have happened?
If you didn't become party Danny.
Yeah, party monster Danny. Yeah, pretty much. I wonder what would have happened with that.
I got you.
It could have been really successful, or it could have been really boring, or it could have just been super mediocre. I actually think it would have been super mediocre. I kind of believe that. I don't know.
Where would you say you are right now?
Like just working in, I don't know, just what do you mean?
Oh no, keep saying your first thought. No, I'll
I don't know, just kind of like working your 9 to 5, and I mean that's fine, you know, like if that's what you want, that's fine. But for me, that's just
yeah, no, it sucks.
it would have just been like another, I don't know, just kind of part of the mold, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't want to sound mean and say like, oh, if you work a 9 to 5, you're boring.
No, I
or
get
something,
it, but different strokes, different folks. Because
Yeah.
I'm on the same team. Like I tried that for a while, and it was killing me, and that was another reason why I was probably like super depressed and not enjoying life and hating life, and
I was there too.
yeah, and it just gave me. I don't think I've ever been like, fuck living in here. I've never been probably angry as like, as maybe as I was at the end of that like whole little era that I was in, because it just gave me this feeling of like, man, like, is this it? Is this life? Do I just do this for 20 fucking years? Like, and even though there are ways out, like a lot of times, and I'm probably blind to some of them even now that are probably right in front of me, but a lot of times like you just can't see, and like you just make this stupid tunnel vision. Like you create your own prison a lot of times. You know what I mean? So
everything's perspective.
Yeah,
so, yeah. If you feel like you're all locked up, yeah, you are. Yeah. It's crazy how a lot of people never come to that realization.
yeah, no. So that's why I'm like, even though I have no idea what the fuck I'm gonna do, I'm also like super grateful because I'm pretty confident it's gonna work out. Because I know I can do shit. Like I feel like yeah, I'm still not. This might not make full amount of sense, but I feel like I'm still not fully on my side yet, and where I'm kind of one with my body, and where I'm like always on my side, where I always fully believe. But I feel like I'm starting to develop that, or I have some of that now. You know, which is like even little shit, which would even enable me to even like reach out to you the first time or something, and like, or like even last year, I'm like, I'm gonna go to Vegas. For the Street Fighter thing, but then I'm like, I'm gonna just keep driving around the country, and then when I'm in LA, like I'm gonna go to Hawaii, and I'm like, you know, like so just to keep going forward, and like I didn't know what I was doing, but I just kept going anyway, you know. Almost wanted to go up north to Seattle to just keep going, you know, just because I don't know.
Why
but,
not?
like, yeah, I was like, why not? Yeah, but that's why, whatever that translates to, that's why. But yeah, like, and I'm like, even younger version of me wouldn't have been like, even though it's not brave, but you know, fear of unknown and shit. So like,
yeah, I mean, that's like a lot of the stuff I'm doing this year. It's like stuff I would have never have done before.
yeah.
So it's been fun. It's been one hell of a year.
That's what's up.
It's been good. I like doing scary shit is fun.
Yeah, that's the thing too. Like usually, this isn't always true, but I think it can be true because a lot of shit we're afraid of is usually not real shit. Like maybe jumping out of the plane. Like I might be afraid of that. But it's funny because I always ask people to go skydiving, even though I've never been skydiving. But that's just like a thing. Like I ask everybody.
Yeah.
My former old rudderboat boss, he was the first one where I'm like, you should go skydiving. And he was like, I kind of done it like 30 times. And I'm like, oh shit, I'm not used to that. But most people, I haven't done it, you know, so it's like a thing I can throw at them and they usually freak out or something. I placed skydiving in the same place I placed Game of Thrones and Harry Potter. And that like, I'll probably get to those things because someone's going to drag me. It's probably gonna be some girl or something, but I mean, like,
hey, whatever works.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I don't necessarily need to do any of those three, like, for me. You know what I mean?
I know. It was the first. I'm like Harry Potter. I'm like I'm 10 years behind, but okay, like that's
whatever.
It's good. I like it.
So you said you were quick though. You said you would have been super mediocre.
Oh, I just feel like I would have been like just a really boring person.
You use those descriptions now, so this is what I'm saying.
I guess so.
It was like, damned if you do or don't. Like that's what I heard when you said that. I was like,
I guess so.
You're telling me it wouldn't have mattered based on your perspective. Okay, but yeah, everything's boring.
Yeah, that's me. No,
but
I don't think so. I'm just so I think we're just always the type to criticize, or at least I am. I'm always like, oh, me, blah. Just criticize. Bad habit.
I got you. I think as you keep pushing yourself and putting yourself through these new things, you're always gonna have that criticism there too, because especially since you have like the artist in you too. But I think it'll be less of like real. Like, I don't want to say the word hurting you, but it'll be less that it's in your way, like that, less that it's against yourself and more that it's like kind of like literally constructive.
Yeah.
And you'll be more on your side. Shit takes a fucking long time, at least for me, you know, like, and I'm still working on it too. And who knows if we ever really get there. But I just feel like, I don't know, I feel like that version of myself could be really powerful if I'm in agreement with myself. Because I almost feel like my body and my mind have been like two separate different things, and I've probably done a lot of things that maybe one of me didn't really want to do all the time. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, but I feel like we're finally aligning. So
everyone's getting along now.
we're slowly getting there.
Working.
That's what the
at least everyone's talking now.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. That's what the meditation is. The stillness with oneself, so you can find out what the other guy is saying.
Yeah. For real.
But. Alright, so that was your only life question, because I asked you all the other ones.
Yeah, the wish one was the one I couldn't come up with. Wait, was that
the middle one? Yeah, because you didn't have regret.
I was like, I don't have anything. Yeah. I was like, I'm pretty content with the way everything's gone. So.
But yeah, you got the easy. Everybody else gets all that stuff. I asked you about Botanica. Everybody else gets that, and then the wish stuff. I wish, I wonder. So it's like a gauntlet of shit.
Yeah, the gauntlet.
I think sometimes, a lot of these times, I'm interviewing artists, so I'm like, do you have anything you want to plug? Probably not, right? But I mean, Jenna was like, look, go to Moxie.com.
Right, go to
You want
Moxie.
A haircut for me? Go to, but I mean, yeah, do you have anything you want to plug? I don't know.
Yeah, I guess if you want some rat hair, go to Moxie.
There you go.
Yeah. I like doing that fun stuff.
Yeah. Which one? I didn't know this was a thing. Jenna told me. What type of girl are you? Color or hair cutting? Because he's a hair cutter and
she's
a
like, cutter.
Yeah,
Jenna's definitely a cutter. I think I'm more of a colorist. I like coloring. I've always been more of a painter, and I feel like cutters are more. They're more like it's more sculpting.
Yeah.
But I mean, you are kind of sculpting with the color too, though. Like, depending where you're putting it. I go through both. I don't know. I'm constantly going through phases where I like one thing one week, or I like something more another. I've had times where I hated doing one thing, and then a year later, like, I hate doing that, and I love doing its opposite. So it's just, it always changes. But doing crazy colors, like not crazy, but the not conventional, not natural colors, that's always like my favorite.
Yeah.
That's my favorite.
There you go. I can't believe I did this whole thing, and I'm not gonna ask it now because we done enough. But I mean, did this whole thing and no, why are you a vegan stuff?
Right? I was thinking that too. I was like, no vegan shit popped up.
I know. I mean, if you really want to go to, but I feel like we good for now.
I'm good. Yeah.
Yeah. If there's
I'm
another
getting
one.
tired, so I'm like.
I can't tell though, because I feel like this is just you.
That's how I look, right? Like they just start.
So I'm like, is she tired or is it normal? It's just like but yeah, man, that's it, man. Give me real quick, 2 vegan foods, because I say some stuff. Usually I say this stupid phrase, but it involves meat, so I don't want to say it. It's just for you.
2 vegan foods.
Yeah.
Tofu. Pineapple.
All right, tofu and pineapple. All right, any last words for people? If smiles were audible, you guys would be pleased. You guys would be
yeah. I don't have like a catchphrase or anything.
Oh no, just any last. I didn't say make a catchphrase. Just literally just anything. I don't care. Just any last. I always ask that too. You don't have to have any last words. You can just say no.
No, I guess I don't.
Yeah, just fuck.
It's
fuck
whatever.
Just like
it's whatever. That's it. It's whatever.
All right, man. Bake that tofu. Smoke that pineapple. Boosh. That's it. We done.
Yay! I did it.
Nah, let me stop. White stone to see a classic movie to be, but too young were we for Bruce Willis stories. Still your best, I'm nice, sorry. Sixth Sense was the movie, but as kids it was poopy. We all young, so we don't pay rent. Means extra money to spend. That being said, we too cheap to take a bus. We walk over.